If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 16 of the AC Milan Career Mode series here on FIFA 16. Trying to improve our performances today. After yesterday's episode, it's been a full 24 hours for me to start recording the next one, so I'm hoping that today I'll play a little bit better. We've got Empoli to start things off, then Genoa and Napoli, who we have recently played in the Cup, and actually were able to get a decent win against, so we're hoping to replicate that in the final game of the episode, especially considering they are near us in the league as well. As you can see here, we are currently just 3 points behind Napoli with a game in hand. So if we can be level on points with them, or even within 1 or 2 points of them by the time we get to the game against them, then we could obviously leapfrog them with a win. That's the plan. We could, even if we just win our game in hand, we could go above Lazio, and then obviously beating Napoli would move us into the Champions League spots. Now, we're only hoping for Europa League football at the least, to be honest, this season, although we'd be delighted with Champions League football, but it's not the main aim in this first season. The first season is just building what we've got here, and we have done that very well so far. A lot of growth throughout the squad. Young players coming to the fore like Jose Mari and Romagnoli. New signings like Maximovic and Florenzi and Jorginho and Bernardeschi all being heavily involved now as well. And I'm really pleased with the way this squad is coming along, and it will only get better as we head into the second season and go for more marquee signings rather than going out and buying the youngsters that will grow. We can now go for players that are already bona fide stars in their own right and improve the squad straight away. So we're hoping that we can get Champions League football to maybe attract those bigger and better players, but Europa League football would probably help us do that as well. And top 5 is definitely the aim, and it looks like, providing the rest of the season goes as well as it has been so far, we will get Europa League football, at the very least. So, here's hoping. Drop the video a like if you enjoy, of course. Subscribe to the channel too if you haven't, to ensure you don't miss out on any further episodes of this series. But without any further ado, let's jump in against Empoli. Muru. I'm going to dink this looking for Verdi, who's in behind, and he gets it under control well, but can't quite turn away from the defender yet. Does have a 5-star weak foot, Simone Verdi, so we could cross on either side, but I would prefer to use his favoured left and whip this cross in with his left. And Tonelli's up. Luis Adriano, it just gets away from him. He couldn't quite bring it down. Skorupski claims the ball when it was bouncing free. If Luis Adriano could have taken that down well on his leg or on his thigh, then that could genuinely have been 1-0 inside the opening 5 minutes. We'll hope to continue to create chances like that throughout the remainder of the game, and hopefully we can get a decent victory. It was 3-2 the last time we played Empoli, so we'd like 3 goals again here if we can. And you know what, I could set Verdi up to... No, his touch is really bad too. Never mind, still 0-0. We could have had 2 goals in the opening 7 minutes. Oh, you're getting risky now. Taking touches like that there. Verdi with a shot straight to Skorupski. Can't score, but we are playing much better football than I was yesterday, so I'm confident that it won't be long until we do score. Kevin Prince Boateng around the outside to Luis Adriano. Dance inside him, and we could have a snapshot. It's deflected. Ballo might get there. Well, he tried. He threw everything at it, but it's going to go out for another corner. This is like our 5th corner already in the opening half an hour. In it comes. We might get there. No, Saponara is going to smash it clear. Verdi through the gap to Luis Adriano. Takes 10 years to get it under control, but thankfully the defender fell over Luis Adriano and we've still got possession. Heavy touch, but he'll keep it in. We'll look for the cross, looking for Ballo or Niang at the back post. I wasn't in control of Balotelli there, but I do not mind. The CPU's taken it upon itself to score for me. I just won the header there with Niang at the back post. Tried to shoot. It dropped to Balotelli. Maybe it just automatically registered the B press from Ballo, and he's just immediately swung at it, and into the top corner it goes. Cheers, game. It's done it for me. 1-0 AC Milan. Verdi. I'm going to throw that back to Ballo, who's come short. Bertolacci makes a... Wow, he made the run. The shot was, I presume, deflected. Otherwise, that was a really poor connection on the ball from Bertolacci. I didn't think he was going to get there ahead of the defender initially because his touch was so bad. But the shot, I can't tell whether that was deflected or whether he's just scooped it. We'll have a closer look. No, oh, I don't know. I still can't tell. The movement on the ball was really strange, though. Yes, it did take a deflection off the defender's shin, and that was what took it past the keeper. Well, we've been very lucky so far. We've had plenty of chances, but the CPU takes over for Balotelli, and then for the second goal, we get a big deflection. We'll take it, though. 2-0 up inside the first half. Cucciarelli. He's on the run, and he's going to find Macaroni on the outside, and Donnarumma makes a good save. They've offered nothing in this game, Empoli, but that was a great opportunity. Defence just got caught out of position. Probably just going to switch to ultra-defensive for the last 20 minutes to stop them getting back in it. Because if you remember the last time we played them, they did actually come from behind and almost get a draw out of me. So I'm going to be a little bit more cautious this time, ensure that we get the victory. And hopefully that defensive change will be enough to see us get there. This is good football. Calabria will almost intercept, but he's helped it. Oh, he nearly steered that into the bottom corner. Empoli looking for a goal back, and, well, he very nearly got it there. It's closest they've come to a goal so far, and, well, we're in stoppage time now, so it's going to be 3 points to AC Milan, which is exactly what we wanted from this game. There goes the final whistle. A 2-0 victory against Empoli. Really pleased with the performance and the result. The first half, we were absolutely dominant. They came back a little bit in the second. At half-time, they'd had no chances. They had 6 in that second half, but they weren't really of any real note. You'll have seen a couple of them by the time I've edited everything together. But we were dominant in the game and deserved all 3 points. Now we've got a game against Genoa in a handful of days' time at the weekend after that midweek game. And then we actually get a full week's rest for the first time in a while to the third game of the episode against Napoli, which obviously is the one that we most definitely want to win, more so than anything else. But that win has moved us above Napoli and Lazio. That was our game in hand. We are now third, a point behind Juventus, although they have a game in hand, as do Inter, who are 5 points ahead of us. But into the Champions League spots, and we could open up a gap if we beat Napoli in the third game. Next, though, 11th place, Genoa. Bonaventura, Mauri. Oh, I was meant to go around the corner to Kucka, but we found Kucka anyway. Here's Bernardeschi. Really heavy touch, but he brings it down. He's left-footed, of course, so we'll try and get it on his left and look for that cross. And Mauri's underneath it, and that is a 1-0 lead. The cross was intended for Carlos Bacca, but I will come here and celebrate with Bernardeschi because it was his accurate ball into the box that gives us an early 1-0 lead. Took ages to get it under control. Eventually turned back inside, and it's a really good cross. It just didn't find the player I wanted to find, but I don't mind. Jose Mauri's not the tallest, but he's got so much space there, he couldn't really miss. 14, 15 minutes in, AC Milan 1, Genoa 0. Mauri, we'll give it to Kucka. If the referee will get out of the way. Bernardeschi's making a run forward. We'll dink it looking for Bacca. If he can hold off the defender, we could be in. I'm trying to get the shot off, but Di Maio's just outmuscled Carlos Bacca. We'll try something from the corner then. Jorginho's got a man there on the edge of the box, but we won't give it to him. We'll just stand it towards this front post, and Romagnoli can't win the header. We're going to keep that in? No, another corner then. Right, we'll try and get a second. We're playing really good football today. I'm glad I took that break yesterday now. I aim it towards the back of the box and then maybe knock it down to the man arriving on the edge, which is Jose Mauri looking for his second. And, well, what a strike. I didn't expect it to be that powerful. That flew into the back of the net. We really are playing much better football than yesterday. 2-0 up inside the opening half an hour for the second game in a row. He's really put something behind that, Jose Mauri. Delighted with that finish. Wow, flown into the back of the net. 2-0 AC Milan. Oh, he's done me there with that turn. Oh, he scored. I thought he was going to turn back inside, so I went to cover it, and then he went outside, and then again, he's done exactly the same. Really good footwork though. Dances past Tocilio, he's completely sold me there, and again, I just didn't think he'd go continue for goal. With two people there waiting for the sweat, I would have passed it across, which is why I went to block it. Unfortunately, he's decided to just smash that in at the near post. 2-1. Oh, I nearly stole that. Kucka with a good tackle. Look for Bacca. Laid off. Jorginho. Bernardeschi. Turn inside again. Go to Mauri if I can. Or Bonaventura. Through to Mauri. He's on a hat-trick. Jose Mauri! He has a hat-trick in 40 minutes. This kid, man, he's so good. He's so good. Like, I can't even begin to explain to you how impressed I've been with the youngsters in this team. Donnarumma, yes, has made a few mistakes, but has been pretty solid, all things considered. And Jose Mauri at 19 is tearing things up in that cam spot. Jeremy Menez has been out for a few weeks with an injury, but he's not going to find his way back into the first team anytime soon if Mauri keeps this up. I may start solely training him and try and make him into an absolutely incredible player. It's his 6th goal in Serie A, 3 of which have come inside the opening 40 minutes of this game. Bonaventura to Jorginho. Will play this through to Bernardeschi, who's in. Bernardeschi for 4. Whoa, Perrin. What a good save. Just got enough on it to knock it down into the ground and then over the bar. Bernardeschi, who had that shot, will take the corner. We'll try and knock it down again. Here's Jorginho, gets it out of his feet maybe. Has the shot. Perrin with a save and away it goes. Diego Capel will bring it down. So it's going to be 3-1 at half time. Who knows what's going to happen in the second though. We might get even more goals. Oh, he passed it to himself and it worked. Alessio Cerci comes close to giving Genoa a second goal. That little touch just knocked it past me as I went to intercept the pass, and he didn't put enough power on it, and it almost worked. Giglio, oh, he's turned inside the man nicely, and we'll look for, oh, it's Jose Mari. Surely he's not going to score 4. No, that shot was terrible. Close though, but not the best. That pass wasn't meant for Jose Mari either, it was meant for Jorginho, but never mind. He's on fire right now, Jose Mari, but that one, more of a spark than a flame. Mauri, there's so much space over here for Bonaventura. I'll wait for the defender and then play through Bacca. I think he actually may have been offside there, Carlos Bacca. No, he's on. Bonaventura's in the box and he's going to go down, and that's going to be a pen. Just about to pull the trigger with the shot, and he's wiped him out. Munoz is probably going to get a yellow here. Yeah, just a yellow. All right, well, chance to get a 4th from the pen. It was Bonaventura that won it, so I'll let Bonaventura take it. He's got pens of 68, which isn't too bad. Well, we'll go for the corner that I was about to shoot into on the far side of the goal, and, well, Mattia Perrin makes the save. Murray with the tackle, get it quickly round the corner to Kutska, and Bernardeschi is in space. Heavy touch, but will turn on the left. Bernardeschi! Bar! Good touch. Oh, no, it wasn't a good touch from Bonaventura. We'll get the cross in, though, and Bacca's up. No, that was Di Maio that headed that behind. Really close to a 4th. There is that final whistle. It wasn't long coming after we just hit the bar. 3-1 final scoreline, all the goals coming in the first 40 minutes of the game. A hat-trick for Jose Maury. Into the game against Napoli we go. Oh, tell you what, that's a strong challenge. No! He's not sent Higgins off after 6 minutes. It was never a foul. Well, perhaps it may have been a foul, but it was never a red card. You see here, he does get something on the ball. In fact, he gets the ball. He's not given a red card for that. Napoli down to 10 men. Their best player sent off after 6 minutes. Bonaventura with the throw. Giglio, good first touch. There's the cross. Bacca's up at the back post, but it's Gulam that heads behind. With them down to 10 men now, I'd like to think that it's only going to be one way for the rest of the game. Bonaventura with a good touch. The shot! Oh, nice feat from Christian Maggio. Cajon gets it inside to Allen, but I'm not sure what they're doing for a striker now that Higuain's been sent. Presumably they'll just stick with the 4-3-3 and just have the 2 wide players just tuck in a little bit more and play a little bit narrower. Kutska gets that to Bacca. We'll give it to Bernardeschi. Oh, we've beaten Gulam here. Mistake from the defender. If Mauri can get out of the way. I tell you what, Bernardeschi's on a hell of a run here, and we'll keep it going. Bernardeschi to give Napoli a 1-0 lead. No, he's fired wide. What a goal that would have been. Bernardeschi, you do all of that wonderful work and then you shoot the ball wide of the target. Bernardeschi to Bacca to Mauri. The only annoying thing about them getting their striker sent off is it hasn't really affected their defensive play. They're still just as solid defensively as they were when they had 11 men. It's just that they're not as potent going forward, but Bernardeschi this time finds the back of the net. We're 1-0 in front just before half-time. The pass was meant for Bacca, but he went all the way out wide to Bernardeschi, and he's been able to turn inside on that left foot, beat 1 defender, beat 2 defenders, and find the back of the net. Really nicely done. 1-0 in front. We'll pull this corner back to the edge of the box to Jorginho, who gets a good first touch, and will look to get a second, but Diego Lopez makes a comfortable save. There are a few bodies in front of him there. I was hoping that he'd be slightly distracted and wouldn't be able to see the ball until the last minute and it'd fly in the top corner. That wasn't to be, but we could still see the ball fly into the corner. Oh, and it was so nearly did. Kutska with a hell of a strike. Bonaventura trying to help it back into the mixer. Jorginho will pick the ball up again. He's got a man on his shoulder. Jorginho's still working. Jorginho! Diego Lopez again with another good save. We'll have another corner. Wow. Well, they've still not learnt from their mistake, though. They've left a man free on the edge again. It's Bonaventura. He'll get it under control, and Bonaventura blocked by Manolo Gabbiadini. Another corner. We're putting the pressure on here. We may need a second as well, because they do have the quality to be able to score a goal should they catch us on one top-quality counter-attack, but so far they haven't been able to do so. We'll try and... Oh, it wasn't meant for Jorginho, it was meant for Romagnoli, but never mind. This particular passage of play is ending with us not getting a second goal. DeCilio, play it down the line, looking for Bonaventura, gets it under control, into Mauri. Bacca, if you can stay onside here, buddy, we could be in for a second. Carlos Bacca, settle himself. How's he put that wide? There's no excuse. I just tried to finesse it in the bottom corner, and he's just straight up kicked it off target. Come on, Carlos, you're better than that. Mauri, Bacca again, trying to make the break in behind. This time we'll go across goal. Hit the post again. Kutzka's hit the post. Bacca's hit the post. We could be 4-0 up in this one, but unfortunately, we're not. Kutzka, well, that's out nicely. Oh, wow, that's almost knocked Kaduri out there, probably, if that were real life. He definitely stumbled. Mauri to Kutzka to Bacca. Play. Oh, nice ball through the gap by Bacca to Niang. Surely now this has to be 2-0 at last. We've had plenty of chances to get the second. We've hit the woodwork twice. Now we have that second goal, and that's the game safe. Napoli have been constantly trying to catch me on the counter, and it's been pretty difficult to try and stop them from creating chances. We have managed to do it though, and now we have a 2-goal advantage. That is going to be 9 points from 9 from today's episode. It could have been a lot different had Higuain not been sent off after 7 or 8 minutes. But thankfully for us, he was. Regrettably so for Napoli, he was, and it's going to be 3 points for us. And I tell you what, this is really going to strengthen our position in the Champions League positions in the league table. Koulibaly with a flicked-on header. Napoli might get themselves one back and make it a nervy last 5. Insigne to take the corner. Something from the training ground, perhaps. Kaduri can't quite bring it under control very well, and he shoots wide. Now, they've hit the woodwork, but the ball's coming back off the advertising hoardings. 2-0, 5 minutes to go. Allen looks for the ball over the top. It's wasteful though. Allen's going to work it back in, but Mauri will bring it down. Kutzka maybe catch him on the counter for a third. Simone Verdi is making moves there, and will play it over the top looking for him. Can he get there ahead of the keeper and the defender? Yes, he can. Simone Verdi for 3. It's a poor shot. It is going to be the last kick of the game though. A 2-0 victory against Napoli. Really, really foggy here at the Stadion Olympique, but we are able to get all 3 points. Sent off very early on. 13 shots, 6 on target, including 2 shots on the post as well. Or, well, maybe Kutzka hit the bar. I don't know. It was quite kind of the angle. It was such a good shot. I'm disappointed it didn't go in. But never mind, we get the win. And there is what the league table looks like now. Actually, only a point off Juve in second. Although still, Juventus and Inter do have games in hand on us. It's going to be a case of trying to consolidate that third place more so than it is chasing down the top 2. We have a 4-point gap to Lazio, but they have a game in hand. We do, though, have a 6-point gap now to Napoli, which is vital. And we have a 10-point gap, despite a game in hand, to Sampdoria. So with ourselves having 12 games to go, it looks like we're in a great position to get at least Europa League football. We just need to keep up our level of form, and fingers crossed we can get Champions League football for next season. Torino, the cup against Inter, and Sassuolo coming up in the next episode. Make sure you're subscribed to ensure you don't miss out on it. Drop the video a like as well if you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow.